Welcome guys to round 3 of the Prerelease in the Wymiar Katowice. Here we've got a fantastic matchup, starting with Kaldeo v Krzysztof Leszek on the left side with Dorota May on the right side. And we see like he is not wasting time. There goes Kaldeo v, down goes Energy, down goes Lucky Egg, and a bike, the brand new bike that says that, well, you drop to 6 cards and then you finish your turn. And of course Kaldeo v, for those who don't know, Kaldeo v has 2 attacks, Wave Splash for 40 damage and a Secret Sword for 3 colorless, which says 50 plus, and this attack does 30 more damage for each water type energy attached to it. And well, that was an energy, that was the attack, and oh, I think this is gonna be it. This looks like it's gonna be it. Is it gonna be it on a Grookey? No, that's just 40 damage. Fortunately for Dorota, there was no attachment, just 1. Then we got Twaki, but that might be, wow, that might be over faster than it started. We got Twaki. Excuse me, we got a Twaki. Do we gonna have an attack? We're gonna have a supporter. Are we gonna have anything right there? There's a second energy. We might see an attack, but this is just not enough. Like, more than 100 damage comes in, and that is the game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the game number 1. What is happening? What is happening right here? Oh, she had 2 obstacles in her hand, nothing. While Krzysztof had, 2 Grookies, or I see 1 Grookie, 1 Twaki, some energy. Wow. Kaldeo V. You would say V cards are, well, mediocre. Not at this release. That was super fast. That was fast. And even though she went second, right, there was just no supporter in her deck, in her hand. And her deck, but in her hand. And again, I'm Raven, and I'm happy to commentate for you guys today. And on the left side, of course, you got a Krzysztof Leszek, who is playing on the Arthur Zerowicz's playmat, since there is a station with the official Pokemon playmat from Unified Might and Cosmic Eclipse. We see some, again, 2 different techniques of shuffling here. And you see, again, the common thing, there's not really, players shuffling their opponents' decks, they trust each other here. This is well, non-competitive environment, right? And again, gorgeous playmat that is well, from probably AliExpress, or it's a custom build for Dorota. A great evolution playmat. Oh, there it is. We see that now. We see that in this matchup. Of course, Krzysztof Leszek is one of the better players here. Definitely a great person. Has many cups in his pocket. Won many regionals up his sleeve already, even though he doesn't wear any sleeves. So let's take a look. No, both doing a mulligan, right? No Pokemon in their first hand, and I destroyed one of my headphones. Alright, so who is going first? I don't really know. I am assuming that Dorota might actually go first in this matchup, or maybe she's gonna decide, and not, because again, she lost, she decides, and that was fast. I mean, I did not expect the game 1 to be as fast. I think you didn't expect it as well. Of course, the sleeves, right? We got Liliana from Magic the Gathering on the right side, and we've got regionals from 2000. I believe it's 17 or 18, and let's take a look. I see Grookey. There's Grookey water type energy. Oh, down goes Grookey. There's a second Grookey water type energy. I've seen a potion. There's also a basic Pokemon on Dorota's side. I don't really know what it is. I think it's a Zigzagoon. Might be actually wrong on that. So let's see. And that's a Grookey. Oh, right, so army of Grookies in this matchup right here. Let's see, we got a draw. I think I've seen an Obstagoon in Dorota's hand. We got definitely an attachment of the energy down to the Grookey on the right side. But is she going to be able to play anything else? It's a tough spot. There goes Incense. All right, Incense. Would I play the first turn? I don't know, because again, there's so much disruption in this pre-release, right? There's a lot of Marnie, since Marnie is in the pre-kits, right? It's in those mini decks, so I don't know if I would play Incense, but that's what she decided to do. An Incense turn 1. And that's it, no supporter, she has to pass the turn. That's why I was like, okay, maybe let's not do that. We see a Hop, so draw 3, and he draws to Hop, Twaki, and a Grass type energy with another, what I believe is Hop in his hand. Yes, it is another Hop in his hand, and Water type energy, Grass type energy, and there we go, we got an attachment. We're gonna see an attack. We're gonna see the first attack of this game, game number 2, and of course, as usual, the scores, we have to purchase a new scorekeeper, because, well, this one is definitely slacking off. And we've got a Twacky over here. I think, was that an evolution? Yeah, we got a Twacky. But are we gonna see another basic? This is the moment where we need that Grookey. And is that a Grookey in her hand? Okay, that's a 30 damage. I don't know why she did that. I think maybe the one was reverse hollow. I don't know. Well, Kristoff definitely allowed for that, so it's all good. Let's go for it. We got a draw of 3, and there it is, the powerhouse Keldeo. Oh, that's a Twacky, but with different attacks. So that is okay. So to explain to everyone who is watching, so she actually, all right. This, again, it's a Prerelease, so they're a little bit loose in terms of rules. So there are 2 Twackys, and one of them has a different attack. And they're just really, really similar in terms of art style. So that was just, her making that mistake. And, well, we see the big charm, and we see more damage incoming. So that's 60 damage already on the Twacky. So that was, easily mistaken. Over here, of course, Keldeo V is already on the board, and we see a Rillaboom, another powerhouse. I mean, Rillaboom with Keldeo V, definitely an interesting combo. Also will happen probably next turn. We've got, alright, so are we gonna see 140 damage attack from this Rillaboom? But is there also a basic Pokemon on Dorota's side? She desperately needs that basic, so she's not gonna go down and not gonna get knocked out. But of course, at the same time, Kristoff is losing 2 energies after this huge attack from Rillaboom, and that is it. He is losing that Twacky. He's losing those 2 energies, and Dorota actually picking up her first prize card in this round, we might say. Not even in this game, but sorry, in this round. I moved a little bit. We got a charging Keldeo. I see another bike. We see a Twacky. We see a stadium. Which, no, it's a Pokegear. It's not the same, it's a Pokegear. We've got a Rillaboom, 3 energies, 4 energies. So we got 4 energies, Pika, I won't say Pikarom, Pokegear, and a Rillaboom. And Snorlax finally goes down. We've got energy attachment from hand. Ability of Rillaboom definitely is going to help this Snorlax be a valid attacker, and that's what Dorota needs. We know she has Snorlax V, so there's also a possibility for her to draw into that. Maybe the Pokekid, right, the supported Pokekid will help her get to that point, but we got 3 prize cards to 4. Definitely, it's everyone's game at this point still, but with a little bit of a leverage, right, a little bit of more with a better status, a better condition of Dorota over here. And that's another knockout. She takes the second prize card. Oh, that game might be fast. That game might be fast, and there's just only small window. There's such a small window for Kristoff right here. This is the one turn that he just has to draw. There's an Aurora energy, and of course, remember, even though Keldeo is a water type, his weakness is a lightning type, electric type, right? It is changed in a Sword and Shield, and he doesn't have any resistance as well. So that is something worth knowing as you come to your own pre-release. So there we go, we got a Rillaboom attacking for 140, and we also see a Rillaboom over here. So we will see an attack from Keldeo, which means, let me count, it's 50 plus 30 for each, 110 damage if he's gonna decide to go and put energy on Keldeo. Or, oh, let's take a look, 3 energies left in the deck, I believe, and that is not looking good. He's attaching 2 energies right there to a Rillaboom. Small deck. The decks are getting smaller. Of course, depending on the draws, right, but both decks are getting smaller. The more cards they play, the more they use Rillaboom. And of course, majority of the energy is in Kristoff's hand. There's an Aurora energy, there's grass type, double grass type, actually 2 grass types energy, a water type, and he's just attacking for 40, right? So the first attack of Keldeo V called Wave Splash, 40 damage. So this is 100 damage total right now on a Rillaboom. And down goes healing for 60, actually 120, but Is that 60 or 120? I think that is 120. That is a heal. No, that was a 60. My mistake. That's a heal of 60. So Rillaboom down to 40. Again, those are new cards for me as well. I'm trying to do as best as possible. 140 damage right on the Keldeo, and now this is the game changer. Are we gonna see a knockout on the Rillaboom? And well, the price trade is definitely, let me tell you, price trade is definitely on the Rora's side. There has to be a retreat and a knockout with a Rillaboom on the Rillaboom. But what's next? But what's gonna happen next? That's a scoop! That is a scoop, ladies and gentlemen. That is a scoop on the Krzysztof side. There was just nothing he could have done. The price trade was not on his side, was not favorable. And we're gonna go to the game number 3. And that is an exciting time. You see, there's not a lot of mistakes. There's not a lot of things that are happening. You can feel how professional this game is, especially on the side of Krzysztof. Definitely a great player, and of course we still have a fantastic round 4 coming in a day. But let's see, again, 2 types of shuffling. You can actually see, you know, the shuffle of Krzysztof and Rora. They're both, again, every single game, 2 different types of shuffling every single time. And well, that is good, you know, there's all sorts of ways to shuffle your deck, and you should definitely utilize the one that you feel the most comfortable with, and that is the best for you, right? You have to go with what you feel, you have to go with what you like, and that is definitely one of those. Let's turn up the volume of the room a little bit here, but this is 11 minutes into a game, and we're at 1-1. That's what I say. Pre-releases are super fast. Let's take a look at the first hands of our both players. We've got a Keldeo V, we've got a Grookey, we've got an Incense, water type energy. That is just a no-brainer in terms of start. And if Krzysztof can actually repeat the game number 1, that is going to be fantastic. Let's see who starts. I do believe Krzysztof is going to start it here. Let's take a look at the status. We got a Snorlax. Oof, that is not the beginning that I wanted, you know, especially with that Obstagoon in her hand. And Marnie also in the hand of Krzysztof, but he's starting, so he can't really use the supporter, right? Remember the rule, you can't play supporter if you're going first, but that's okay. He has 2 Pokemons, he is fine, it's all good. Now the Rora, what will happen on this side? We see a Grookey being dropped down on the board. There is a Snorlax. I think Snorlax attachment energy to a Snorlax. Snorlax may actually stall a game a little bit against this Keldeo V. We got a Lucky Egg, a really good attachment right here, and an Incense. That's a really interesting Incense, right? It's really interesting, you know, to see players going for evolutions, even though they can't really play those evolutions. Just like, you know, when you play the support and you go for a Pokegear, right? They're just, you know, giving the information, they're just giving the data to their opponent. So that is, you know, something that, well, is still interesting, and definitely, you know, a lot of players are not really aware that they're just giving away so much, especially with the format where there's a Marnie, and right now definitely we're gonna see that Marnie, and this will mean that this Instance is just a waste of card at this point. So we got a Quick Ball, actually, yes, that is a Quick Ball, and what I am assuming is a second Quick Ball. So it's a Quick Ball onto a Quick Ball, and discard of 2. So he discarded 2. No, that was an Incense and a Quick Ball and discard of energy. So as I was saying, right, Rora just gave the information to the Krzysztof that, well, look, I have Thwackey in my hand. And he goes like, alright, I have a Marnie, I'm just gonna get rid of your hand and you will not draw into that Thwackey. I'm gonna disrupt that. I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, listen, this is not gonna happen, not on my watch. And that is something, you know, we should have to be aware, especially with playing, you know, Pokegear, Incense. We don't want to give that data to your opponent, and look at that, that's exactly the play that is happening, right? So again, Incense just a waste of card, and we got, of course, Thwackey being played in the Grookey with 1 more energy, and we're going to see a 40 damage incoming onto a Snorlax. So that is, you know, one of those things that I always tell everyone: when you can't evolve, don't play Incense. When you can't play any more supporters, just don't play Pokegear. There's no point right now in the current format with Marnie to give your opponent that information. So got a second energy attached to the Snorlax, and the Snorlax V finally appearing in this matchup, and another Marnie. There we go. You see, as I said, right, there's so much Marnie everywhere that you can't give that information to their opponent. You know, they can't be in like, I know what you got, that might be a problem for me, I'm just gonna drop that Marnie and get rid of it, right? The same goes, you know, Steven's Resolve right now, really hard to play in the standard format because of that upcoming Marnie. There we go, we got a Zigzagoon, and a 10 damage goes to, like, he's doing the little magic, a little bit of the bubbly was probably not being here, and we've got a 10 damage on the Keldeo V. Of course, we got also Thwackey on that side, but this is a pass. This is a pass and hop. Draw off 3 cards. We got Rillaboom, and that might... oof, that was a lucky draw. Like, honestly, Rillaboom and only energy in his hand, and third energy dropping on the Keldeo V. Like, you see, like, this is the thing, yeah. Like, why put that energy right on that Snorlax? Why not just sack it and just start putting the energy somewhere else? I know Rillaboom on the other side might appear anytime, but is that, you know, is that a necessity, right? Is that necessary? You're losing literally 2 energies. Even though you're drawing those 2 cards, you're kind of losing those 2 energies, and there's nothing you can do about them. You know, you can bring them back with the fishing rod, sure, but you're losing them. You could have actually put that at least 1 energy on the Snorlax and start attacking, because Snorlax can heal. And of course we got 2 energies attached by Krzysztof to the Rillaboom. And let's take a look now, the Roda. Lucky Egg. The prize card was taken by Krzysztof, and he is reading now. Snorlax, and of course Snorlax says that it's 60 damage and he's healing for that damage, and then 170 damage, but you need 4 energy. So you see, like, you need those 4 energies, and now the best turn, she can only have 3. If she would actually put that... whoa, I almost broke my headphones here. If she would put that 1 energy earlier on that V, definitely that would be a 170 damage. That would be a knockout right now on the Keldeo V. But now, well, this is going to be an uphill battle. This is not going to be an easy one. We got a Linoon, and Linoon not... definitely an effective Pokemon. The Pokekid searching for a Pokemon. There goes Rillaboom, but again, only 3 energy this turn can be attached. So whiffing that 1, right, with just losing that 1 energy last turn on that Snorlax was definitely maybe not a nail to the coffin, but definitely something that she probably is regretting right now, or she might regret in the future. So let's take a look over here. Again, Keldeo is attacking for 50 plus 90, so it's 140 damage. That is a lot, let me tell you. And, you know, playing V cards at the Prerelease, or like GXs, or any 2 prize card, or 3 prize carders, is definitely a huge risk. And Dorda is taking that risk. That's a 60 damage only, and, well, that is it. So right now, Krzysztof drew into a Snorlax of his own, and he drops it. So we got a Snorlax, he has a hop in his hand. Rillaboom running, I mean, he's already set. He has a fantastic Keldeo attacking, you know. Dorda has still 4 prize cards. The prize trade is definitely on Krzysztof's side, but he has to get rid of that Snorlax. And, well, he has only a few options. Oof. Drawing energy, Lucky Egg, and a hop from the hop. That is definitely not what he wanted to see. That is definitely not something he really wanted. But he's going for Rillaboom, thinning out the deck a little bit out of energy, if there is any energy at all. And there's only 1 energy that's going to be attached to the Rillaboom, because, well, let's see. Marnie, Thwackey, Rillaboom, Bike, Water type energy, and Aurora energy, so not a lot of options in terms of his deck. So he has to play from his hand, and, well, you know, he knows at this point he has a great setup. He has a little bit of an advantage. So we might actually say what type of energy being attached manually from hand for the 170 damage attack on the 190 HP Snorlax. He's now counting how is the price trade. He might actually retreat, right? There's also a possibility of retreating, doing something else, but he is thinking about this energy. Oh, that's a grass type energy this time. That's a 4th energy that goes onto a Rillaboom. So not really a water type energy on the Keldeo V. So it's 130 damage, right? As I said, 130, 190 plus 140. Right, 30 for each, so 140 damage incoming on the Snorlax, right? Because 50 plus 60 plus 30. draw on the Dorota side. Snorlax really vulnerable. He desperately needs healing, but, well, she will have the knockout right on the Keldeo if she's gonna go for the 170, but, well, would you go for that, or would you go and heal? That is a great question. I know, personally, I think I would just go and attack straight on for those 2 prize cards and build my bench, start to building up those obstacles, building up some nice bench damage on that Rillaboom, and down goes knockout, and of course she tosses the coin, or the dice, because after his attack, normally Snorlax would sleep, but, well, this time that was heads, so Snorlax is not sleeping. Those are 2 prize cards taken, and here we are in this situation where we got 2 to 3 prize cards, but the prize card trade, if everything's gonna go right, are we gonna see a knockout? Are we gonna see a knockout right now? There are some talks. She needs 4 energy on the Rillaboom, so that might actually, the prize card trade might not be fair for her. And is that going to be a handshake? Is that going to be a game? That is definitely a knockout. That is definitely a knockout right now. And, well, down goes Rillaboom. And does she have 3 energies? It's 140, then 140 back, and then finish it off with a Snorlax. This price trade is not favorable, right? And you can feel that, you can see that right here in this matchup right there. So Rillaboom versus Rillaboom, but one has a lot of energy, second one has only 1. Because of having a lot of mons in the back, you know, especially having that Snorlax that he can slowly fuel with the energy that he has in his hand. But, you know, there might be also some mind games. Let's see, that's a handshake. And it is! That is a handshake! That is a handshake! And Krzysztof wants that round with 2-1. Definitely a tough game for him, but what I can tell, a great game on this future match area. Definitely on the brightest side. So I will say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more IRL games, and see you guys in Inny, Wymiar, Katowice. This is Raven speaking. Have a great day. Bye!